Joining me now, investigative reporter, Fox Business contributor Sara Carter. Sara, great to see you.
Great to see you too, Lou.
Mark Meadows in a letter revealing these new texts, April 10 and April 12th of last year between Strzok and Lisa Page. This is an obvious evidence of a very specific strategy to leak to the media and to use that to act against, in this case, Carter Page.
That's right. It was actually to act against as well, against the Trump administration. Think about this, Lou. These text messages are so explosive because they reveal the malfeasance inside the FBI and the DOJ. Here, Peter Strzok is saying we're coordinating these high-level officials with high-level DOJ officials to leak information about a foreign intelligence surveillance warrant. This is about a counterintelligence investigation to the media. On the day that text was sent, that back and forth happened, they went and met with the DOJ. The very next day, the Washington Post publishes a story about the exclusive story actually stating that Carter Page is being investigated by the FBI and that they had taken a FISA warrant out on him. This was not just about Carter Page. They were utilizing Carter Page to go directly after President Trump and the administration. And this is really serious evidence of malfeasance. This will be investigated.
Yeah, it's going to be investigated. But my Lord, we've watched 2 years of investigation, Sara. We've watched it in Congress. We've watched the investigation, of course, of the FBI of the president. We've watched the special counsel. We have seen more evidence of political corruption on the part of the special counsel, the FBI, the Department of Justice, and not one scintilla of evidence against this president and his. I mean, it's just mind-boggling to see this thing persist.
It's astonishing. It's actually astonishing, Lou. And looking at this after the 2 years of working on these stories,
right.
We've seen this dossier that apparently they used to go after Carter Page, and we know now that they've withheld exculpatory evidence from the FISA court. We know that they've withheld a number of pieces of evidence, which hopefully the president will declassify all of these documents so that the American public can see what the FBI and DOJ did under President Obama and how they went directly after President Trump. And you said it perfectly. We have found nothing to show collusion between President Trump and Russia. Absolutely zero. But every day we get more documentation showing collusion between the DOJ and the FBI, right. Showing collusion between the Hillary campaign and foreign spies and Russians. I mean, it's really incredible.
And at this point, here we are, September 2018, and we have a president who is standing absolutely clean of the charges that have been brought against him. We see every kind of evidence of corruption, political corruption in the FBI, the Department of Justice, in the Obama administration intelligence community, by the way. And we have no action that's been taken by this special counsel or the Department of Justice. I mean, Eric Holder could be running the Justice Department right now, and it would be behaving no differently than it is.
You're absolutely right, because look what we have there. We have an Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, who basically recused himself from almost everything Russia, everything Clinton. He's recused. Then we have the Deputy Attorney General, Rod Rosenstein, who actually signed off on the 4th FISA warrant on Carter Page. So he had access to all the previous information in these FISA warrants and signed off on it anyways. And there's nobody overseeing the investigators, Lou. This is the problem. So now we're at the mercy of John Huber, who's been appointed the prosecutor. We know he hasn't even interviewed Bruce Orr yet. And Inspector General.
As far as I can tell, I have to tell you, as far as I can tell, he's done nothing. He's capable of doing nothing. And he's working, apparently, for Eric Holder, because the result is nothing. Just like it was under Eric Holder, he stonewalled everything quite successfully. And it looks like all of his legatees took a lesson, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does. I mean, the one thing that we can hope for, and I've been hearing rumblings about this all through Congress, is that Attorney General Jeff Sessions either resigns after the November elections or before, somebody else is put in place, and a special counsel is ordered to investigate all of this.
Please, no more special counsels.
I know, but you know, where do you go from here? Either John Huber has to do his job, or
John
a special...
Huber is he's either incompetent, or he's checked out, or he's indifferent to history, because this is insane. A year investigation by the FBI of the president, another year and almost a year and a half now by the special counsel. And all that happens is that we are frustrating a president who has a responsibility to govern the nation, is still doing incredible things, unprecedented achievements. It's insane that we would even, in my opinion, think about another special counsel. This is a Justice Department, and the president should order these people sacked and replace them with people who will get to the bottom of all that is politically corrupt in Washington, D.C.
Absolutely, and hopefully that does happen, because I don't think the American people are going to stand for this. And I know that people in Congress right now are not going to stand for this. That's why they're pushing so hard.
They even stand for Paul Ryan to remain as Speaker, even though he resigned. I think the people in Washington could stand for anything. Sarah,
you're probably right, Lou.
It's good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Good to see you
Talk
too.
soon.